let's take our viewers across to where this entire incident happened. This is the Washington Hilton Hotel. Remember that an assassination attempt at the same hotel was made in 1981. The president was Ronald Reagan, and let's look at why this hotel is in fact important. So, this is the Hilton, Washington DC, Capitol Hill, New Jersey Avenue Northwest. This is in Washington. This is the entire location. We are getting you a first preview of this. After that, let's look at the blueprint. This is the floor plan of this hotel, where we have the international ballroom right here, and this is the concourse foyer where we are learning of when the entire incident occurred. So, we will break that out for you, but this is where the incident actually happened, the ballroom. So, we have got that video out for you. This is the ballroom and you can see it on the floor plan. This is the area where the president actually takes his seat or enters from. He has a separate obviously entry due to security reasons, and this event, the White House Correspondents Association dinner, was being held on the international ballroom on the concourse level of the Hilton Hotel, and there are escalators over here. So, let us look at the next video. This is where the table was, the head table. This is called, this US president has a dedicated entrance called the President's Walk for such events, and this is the head table. He's walked in from here. That's where he was, how he was escorted out as well. This is the area that we've marked out for you inside the international ballroom. Let's in fact also look at the lobby which is there. So, this is the lobby level. This ballroom was at the concourse level. At the lobby level, we have the front desk here, we have the lobby, we have the TDL bar, we have the coffee station here, we have a restaurant this side, we have restrooms over here, and then we look at the different rooms, and then there is a courtyard and a sports bar as well, and escalators on either side. So, in this lobby, this is the Connecticut Avenue entrance. From this entrance, there is a front desk and lobby where the attacker in fact entered. So, this is the CCTV footage that was released by Donald Trump on his social media platform. This is the lobby that we are talking about. This is where this happened. This captured the entire incident. So, the accused shooter entered from the front lobby as he was a registered guest at the Hilton. This is what the reports are suggesting. Let's move on to the next frame, where at the concourse level, the security screening area is here. All right, and this is located in the lower lobby foyer near the ballroom access points as well. Let's look at the next, where the US President Donald Trump, the First Lady, and VP J.D. Vance were actually seated in the center of the ballroom right here. That was the head table, and you can get those visuals as well inside the ballroom. And as soon as the Secret Service shouted shots fired, Trump, the First Lady, were evacuated through the President's Walk, which we pointed out for you in the first slide as well. That's how it took place, the evacuation of the President and the First Lady. Here we have the Secret Service personnel. They escorted them through the President's Walk. After that, what happened was the other Secret Service and security personnel actually enter from the concourse foyer into the ballroom. So, this is how they enter from this area, from this foyer. They enter into the ballroom, the other Secret Service agents who were not present inside the ballroom. After that, this is when he was evacuated to safety. After being escorted, Trump was then evacuated to his cavalcade from the Connecticut Avenue entrance. So, this is where the first incident happened, but the Secret Service actually got him down from the President's Walk through the Connecticut Avenue entrance, and then he headed off to the White House in his cavalcade. And this is the exact entrance that we are in fact talking to you about, the Washington Hilton hotel where security had been tightened at the Connecticut Avenue entrance after Trump's evacuation. So, this is the exact spot, the location where we saw this security being heightened. Now, let us look at the distance. The White House, from the White House to the hotel, it is approximately 1.6 miles. It is a 13-minute drive. So, immediately after the evacuation, US President Trump's cavalcade actually left for the White House. It is a straight drive that we have mapped out for you, the White House to the Hilton, Washington, DC, Capitol Hill, and they actually leave the hotel towards the White House. Now, the accused was in fact nabbed and disarmed at the terrace foyer, one floor below the International Ballroom. So, he was in fact nabbed over here and disarmed over here. That CCTV footage that we have for you, where you can see the accused down on the ground and his hands behind the back. This happened at the terrace foyer. This is one floor below the ballroom, all right. This is the terrace level that we are talking about of the Hilton Hotel. So, these were in fact the images that we got for you regarding, and we tried to break down the entire blueprint of the hotel. Mr. Money, if I can rope you back into this discussion, when we are talking about Mr. Money, if you can hear us, we're talking about,
I'm with you.
Yes, the gun laws, because that is also another question that has come into the picture. The last time we saw the gun laws, when there was an attempted assassination on Trump in Pennsylvania, and obviously we see these public place shootouts as well. Do you believe it's time for the US to look at or review its gun laws, or do you believe that this is a separate issue?
Actually, basically, they have a robust gun law. Yes, guns are easily available, but they have a very beautiful system of surveillance which was introduced after the 9/11. They have complete surveillance on everybody walking into the US territory. So that surveillance is very robust. So in this context, when the gun law is being issued, when the license, the permission to procure a gun is being issued, all this data will be collated into that, and only then. So gun laws per se is a problem, or when the surveillance is happening after the procurement of gun or acquisition of a gun, the soft systems which the Honorable Mr. General Dwivedi had pointed out about who is training them, where is the training them, what is the background, with whom are they are meeting, who is telling a youth how to fire, because you just cannot pick up a gun and fire on overnight, right? It's not from the shelf you cannot pick up a gun and start firing. There are certain training, there are some aims have to be there. So that part, there is much more reinforcement, and that also should be brought into some sort of a Patriot Act or something like that. So that itself will be adequate deterrence, because nobody would because the surveillance part, the individual citizen surveillance is very robust, in fact much robust than any of the countries. After the 9/11 it happened.
Okay.
So of course, whenever the acquisition of the gun, more than one gun, yes, maybe we need to be putting a check on that, the reasons for thereof. More than one gun in a single name, it is disturbing. Having said that, the soft factors which General Dwivedi had pointed out, that also is more paramount, that each gun, who is using it, who is training him to use it, whether he is using it for recreation or for hunting or for sports, whatever is the ultimate end use. These are all has to be also monitored in some way or the other. That is where the real surveillance, real reinforcement has to take place. Thank you.
All right. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, so I would not be able to take in the closing comments from everyone. But I thank General Dwivedi, Mr. Money, and Mr. Ravi for joining us.